The world's oceans make up around 70% of this planet, and only 5% of them have been explored. That means that the vast majority of Earth is made up of deep, dark waters with mysteries waiting to be discovered. Even with the small amount of ocean exploration that has been completed, some incredible places, animals, and objects have been found. Searching the depths of our oceans can give us insight into the past, the present, and sometimes even the future. Exploring these areas lets us see pieces of history and gives us ideas of other things that may be lurking in the deep. Here are 10 of the most unbelievable discoveries that have been made underwater. Can you imagine what else is out there? Number 10. Current movement of the tectonic plates. The North American and Eurasian tectonic plates have been spreading further apart in recent years as the North American plate moves westward. This impressive occurrence can be seen both on land and by diving deep in between these two plates near Iceland. These have been done by a number of underwater photographers and scuba divers. Alexander Mustard, in particular, is a diver and marine biologist who has explored this area and recounts his experience as an incredible one. He notes that visitors can become nauseated as a result of the sheer walls and clear water. Though the future cannot be completely foreseen, researchers can make predictions based on the current rate of plate motion, which is about 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch per year. Number 9. Ancient underwater city of Pavlopatry. Discovered in 1967 by Dr. Nick Fleming, this port town from the Neolithic era can be found off the southern coast of Greece. Ancient pottery was discovered at the site, giving archaeologists the impression that the town of Pavlopatry traded goods within the city and by sea. According to Fleming in 2009, Pavlopatry is thousands of years older than most of the ancient underwater ruins that have already been discovered. The estimated area of the town covers about 100,000 square meters, 1.1 million feet squared. Its remote location likely preserved it from being disrupted by humans before the discovery. Neolithic potteries is one of the most notable finds in the underwater city. It provided a timeline for researchers to understand just how old these ancient ruins were. Originally, Pavlopatry was thought to be part of the Bronze Age, but after further exploration, the city was found to be more than 1,000 years older than previously thought. Number 8. Underwater River, Black Sea. At the bottom of the Black Sea, there is an entire ecosystem with a running river, trees, and waterfalls. How does this work though? A body of water running through another body of water? It seems confusing, but it actually occurs because the water in the river is much saltier and therefore denser than the surrounding water in the Black Sea. The high salinity of the river allows it to flow through the sea at a fast pace, creating riverbanks. The large amount of sediment running through the river also helps it to flow back through the Black Sea. As if this wasn't cool enough, it is estimated that the river's large volume will make it the sixth largest river on land. this wondrous little ecosystem within the Black Sea, which eventually drains into the Atlantic Ocean, could be crucial to researchers' understanding of our oceans as a whole. This discovery can potentially help scientists better understand life underwater and the different conditions that allow phenomena like this to occur on our planet. Number 7. Chumchuck Canyon, Bering Sea. If you thought the underwater river was impressive, you'll love this underwater canyon. It is so huge that it can only be seen in its entirety from space. Crazy, right? Found in the Bering Sea, Chumchuck is also the deepest underwater canyon, with a volume of 5,800 cubic kilometers, 1,400 miles cubed, and a depth of 2.6 kilometers, 1.6 miles. Chumchuck could fit the entire Grand Canyon inside it. Submarines can travel through the deep sea site, as well as the different marine life around the Bering Sea. Since Chumchuck Canyon is so ridiculously wide, the entire underwater canyon can only be seen if you are above the curve of the earth. So unless you have the connections that can get you off Earth and into a spaceship, then you might have to just look at pictures. Number 6. Bimini Road, Bahamas. One of the most popular tourist attractions in the Bahamas is Bimini Road, an underwater path discovered in the 1930s. The origin of this ocean feature is unknown, though many believe it to be a path leading to the lost city of Atlantis. Sitting just 6 meters 20 feet under the water surface, Bimini Road is accessible to those curious enough to dive down and experience the mysterious formations for themselves. Possible origin stories for Bimini Road have been featured in different mystery pieces on unexplained mysteries, unsolved mysteries in the world, and more. The origin theories include the ancient Egyptian diving protectors, the path to Atlantis, and a normal occurrence without any help from humans. Wherever this road came from, it's an awesome sight to see. Number 5. Britain's Atlantis, Darjeeling. While the original Atlantis waits to be found, a similar discovery has been made within the North Sea. Darjeeling is the name of a huge landmass that became submerged in the ocean at least 8,500 years ago. Researchers believe that the landform researched from Scotland to Denmark and was once occupied by mammals. After the land was settled by Mesolithic humans, it eventually flooded over thousands of years. It has been called the real heartland of Europe by those who discovered it due to its large size and possible human community of hunters-gatherers, thought to be in the tens of thousands. Darjeeling is particularly impressive because it proves that the island that are now Great Britain were once connected to the rest of Europe, though it's not real Atlantis. This underwater world is just as interesting. Climatologists, archaeologists, and the geophysicists continue to map the entirety of these ancient ruins and are working to understand them more fully. Number 4. Ruins of Atlityam, Mediterranean Sea. Ancient cities found in the depths of the sea are always intriguing, no matter how many are discovered. The ruins of Atlit Yam are 8 to 12 meters, 26 to 39 feet deep in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of Israel. Discovered in 1984, the city is believed to belong to the Neolithic era and is one of the largest underwater settlements ever found. Exploration at Lithium has produced the remains of houses, water wells, humans, and animals, as well as objects, artifacts, and mysterious structures dating back thousands of years. One of its impressive structures is thought to be a ritual site consisting of huge stones arranged in a circle around that used to be a spring. Other interesting discoveries at Lithium include a stone well used for water service and eventually as a disposal pit due to a large number of remains found inside. 65 sets of human remains were also located in and around the city, some providing the earliest known cases of tuberculosis. There were also bones of wild and domesticated animals, suggesting that those who occupied Atlatia both hunted and raised animals for food. Number 3. Black Smokers, Arctic Circle. Certain chimney-like formations occur underwater when seawater meets magma. These hydrothermal vents are almost a type of hot springs that spits out jets of water and fluids reaching 370 degrees Celsius, 700 Fahrenheit and higher, often called black smokers due to the color of their iron sulfide deposits. These vents have been found in various places in our oceans, but their northernmost location was discovered in the Arctic Circle between Norway and Greenland in 2008. There are 5 vents in this cluster of black smokers. One of them is almost 4 stories tall, creating the largest sulfide deposit ever recorded. The discovery of this vent field was not unexpected. Researchers did not think that such a formation was possible in an area with such low tectonic plate spreading. That's how seawater makes its way through the earth to collide with magma. These black smokers demonstrate just how unpredictable and impressive nature is, while hinting at the other mysteries that could be hiding below the water surface. Number 2. Ghost Fleet, Chuk Lagoon. Shipwrecks are some of the most interesting things to find in ocean. They tell a story of another time in history, give clues about what happened and who was there, or just look cool. Chuk Lagoon is found in the Caroline Islands in the Pacific Ocean north of New Guinea and east of the Philippines. Here, the wreckage of countless Japanese ships and aircrafts are discovered, having been destroyed in World War II. The Ghost Fleet was subjected of a 1969 Jacques Cousteau film in which the wreckage was explored and the site began to be recovered. Most, however, it is said that the bodies still remain among the ships, and the planes and the site itself is partially visible from above water surface. The wreckage of Japan's Imperial Fleet is an incredible example of an underwater discovery that is not only intriguing but informational and historic as well. Number 1. The Great Blue Hole, Belize. With a name as daunting as this one, the Great Blue Hole of Belize should surely attract curious divers and thrill seekers, and it does. Found off the coast of Belize, this natural sinkhole is the largest ever recorded. Made famous in 1971 by Jacques Cousteau, it has been developed into a tourist attraction. Visitors can take guided diving trips into Great Blue Hole that was formed from a limestone cave during the last ice age, hundreds of thousands of years ago. The impressive natural feature in the Caribbean Sea is 300 meters, 980 feet across, and 125 meters, 410 feet deep, making it quite the accomplishment to dive the entire depth. This is not recommended, and guided tours will only take you a fraction of the way down. So this is the end of the top 10 unbelievable things found underwater, and I hope you have enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.